Hi and good evening and welcome to Beyond the Kickback. My name is Pam Hessen and my co-host, I hope is with me, is Janet. Janet, are you there?
I am here, Pamela. I hope you're
Ah,
well.
I am well. I know you're well. Lovely to hear you. Where are you? Are you still in Jamaica?
Yes, I'm still in Jamaica.
Okay, still on the sunny side of the world. That's fantastic. Okay, so we've got a show today. And in the show today, we are gonna talk about various things as we do. But let's just remind our listeners what is Beyond the Kickbag. Beyond the Kickbag is a unique show about netball and beyond. It's about netball life. It's a tabletop conversation of all things netball. So we're going to talk about NSL players, players' journeys, impact and transformation of life, community, challenges, barriers, elite players, transition from players to coach, health and nutrition. It's a culmination of so many things, isn't it, Janet?
Yes.
So we're going to have those great conversations that parents, players, elite athletes, club athletes, regional coaches have. We're going to say some of the things that they want to say, but don't want to say it up front. It doesn't want to come from them. And we're not afraid to do that, are we, Janet? Because we are honest and we're open.
But
Yes, Janet?
also, it's our experience and our opinion. So,
Correct.
on a disclaimer, it's our opinion because of our expertise and it's our viewpoint. And part of our Beyond the Kit Bag is supporting people that haven't got a say,
Yeah, people that feel they don't have a voice.
a voice.
That's a good thing. Thank you for that. So thank you for explaining that disclaimer, Janet. Um, and along the way, we will have guests. We try and get international guests, coaches, even the people that came before us, the netball players from years and years ago, that the youngsters these days don't know. And they were the trailblazers, weren't they, Janet?
Yeah, I think when doors are opening, it's always open in on one side of the selectors field, and it's the person that breaks that barrier, starts from grassroots and make their way up.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people that have gone before us. And I think we ought to shine the light on those people because I think it's a good thing that we know about them. So, anyway, that being said, we've had a lot of things going on this week, but one of the things that I want this show to be about is the up and coming Commonwealth Games. We know this is a big thing very shortly in what date is it again? I can't even remember.
It starts, the Commonwealth Games starts on Friday.
On Friday, this Friday. Okay. Um, and are you looking forward to it? Because I know you're in Jamaica, but are you planning to come down and be part of it? Are you going to go and see it at all?
Yes, and by next week, I'll come to watch the final weeks. At the moment, one of my friends are trying to get athletics tickets, which they're hot potatoes. And if
Really?
I might be on, yeah, I might be going to watch some athletics.
Right.
Ooh.
That sounds good, Janet. That definitely sounds good. Um, so yeah. So they start when? Friday, did you say?
Yes.
So Friday's the 24th of July. Okay, so they should start then this Friday, and it's for 2 weeks, yeah?
Yeah, and remember, Commonwealth Games is not only about netball. There's so many different sports.
Okay, so we know it's the Commonwealth is the Commonwealth countries. We know there's a
Yeah.
lot of sports. Just out
Yes.
of interest, while the Commonwealth Games is going on, what other sorts of regional sports are there? Because I know we have one in the Caribbean. What's that one called? It's called the CAC Games, which starts also this week, I think, and it's the called the CAC stands for Central American Caribbean Games, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So all the Caribbean countries will be performing netball and different games in the Central American Games as well. It sort of runs, unfortunately, runs alongside the Commonwealth Games by the looks of it.
I would have to argue the case then, because Trinidad and Tobago, they're not carrying their strongest team to Commonwealth Games. They're taking their strongest team with Sammy Wallace. And remember, Kira Roswell, they're going to CIC Games. They're not
CAC,
going
CAC games.
CAC.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're going to the games. That's going to be in Dominica because they want to make sure they tick their box to get into World Championships. That's going to be in Sydney next year, 2027.
Yeah, that's true. Because Kira Rothwell is an English player that plays for Birmingham Panthers, and she trialed for Trinidad and Tobago and got in. And she'll be partnering up Sam Wallace, who's the Loughborough Lightning goal shooter. So that's going to be very interesting. But those are all the Central American and Caribbean countries that we'll be playing in those games. And if I'm right, it starts this weekend as well, the same time as the Commonwealth Games, if I remember
Ooh,
rightly. So
their one is starts on the 3rd of August to the
oh, is
7th of August.
it the
Then you
third
got
to the
the
seventh?
yeah, the 3rd to the 7th. It's very short.
Okay. There's a lot of games going on besides the Commonwealth Games, and some of them sort of the dates overlap. So, people can have a look at those games. I think they will be online. I'm not sure, but you know what? You can always go to YouTube. Talking about online social media and everything you talked to me about, Janet, about the handle. Our handle is on Instagram is Beyond the Kit Bag. And our handle on for our email address is beyondthekitbag@gmail.com. So we really want our listeners to put stuff in these social medias. We want your questions, we want your answers, because we're going to ask you questions as well. But let's kick off with now that we've had that information, Janet, and thank you for that. This is my lady. She's full of stats and full of information. That's why I love having Janet on here. Bit jealous that you're over there, though, Janet. I'm sure you're sitting down drinking some, what we call a mocktail, which is a non-alcoholic cocktail. I'm
It's
sure
still
you are.
early. It's still early. It's
Is it
still
too
early.
early? What time is
Yeah,
it there?
11:20.
Oh, 11:20. All right.
Just
And
had
it's,
breakfast till the
oh,
side.
it's 5:20 here now. Okay, so let's kick off and let's start just a general conversation that we'd have about talking about the Commonwealth Games. So I think we mentioned it on we've talked about this before, and we've mentioned it about the Commonwealth Games, and we talked about the players. So our English players are Ellie Cardwell, we've got Ella Clark, Sasha Glasgow. We have all these people at the front. So we've got Cardwell, Tasheen, Sasha Glasgow, and Lois Pearson, the shooting end. Then we've got in the middle, we've got Amy Carter, we've got Imogen Allison, Nat Metcalf, and I can't remember who the other one is now. Can't remember who the other one is. Oh, I think it is Lois Pearson. Did I say Sasha Glasgow? Yeah. And then
Yeah.
at the back we've
Did you
got
say Louise Pearson?
Lois Pearson. I said it.
Sasha?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said Lois Pearson and Sasha Glasgow.
Did
And
you
then at the
say
back,
Jada?
yeah, but we haven't got there yet. So I've told you about the shooting end. I've told you about the centre court. And now the defensive end is Hallie, Jada Pachova, Fumi, and Fran Williams. So those are the four. That's the nucleus of the team there. And the subs will be people like Alice Harvey and Ella Clark. And I also know that Tash Pavlin and Scholesy, because I think I mentioned this before to you, they're part of the group as well. So what are we thinking? We had a discussion about this between me and you about who's in our group. Okay. So who is in our group? Who have we got in our group?
We've got South Africa and Australia.
Yeah.
And Uganda?
No. South Africa, Australia, England, Malawi. Yeah. We've got Malawi. But what I'm thinking of is who do we think is going to get top two in that group? Who do we think is going to get top
Well,
two?
you've stated that you feel that South Africa is going to sort of like take the edge off of England. Australia gets first top, and I'm thinking I'm going to disagree. I think England could do it.
You think England can do it?
Yeah.
Remember, it's tournaments, it's
Yeah.
one-off.
Yeah, I still feel that. Do you see now that NSL is finished? These girls are in camps. They're working hard. They're being quiet. They're doing their thing, and I think that they're going to surprise you.
Yeah, I think we might get a surprise. Now they've had a bit of time to have a bit of practice. I think we might actually get surprised. But in our group, I think Australia will get through. I think South
But
Africa
if Australia doesn't get through, it's going to be a super upset.
it will be a super upset, but I actually think Australia will go through, and then I'm not sure about who's going to go through second, whether it's going to be South Africa or England. And the
I'm
reason
saying
is,
England.
okay, you're saying England. I can't call it. I can't call it. And the reason why I can't call it is because South Africa beat us in the series at the beginning of the year, and they've got good players, and their South African players are playing in our league.
And I'll just say that sometimes if you look at history and you
Yeah.
look at when you look at Commonwealth Games, when you look at sort of like World Championships, some teams perform higher in the Commonwealth Games, but then when they come to World Championships, they don't they lack. So it's similar to when they go for a series. They go to a series, they're trying out new things, and then they go back onto the sort of like planning stage, and then they start looking at this work, this didn't work, why didn't it work? And I feel that with a new set of eyes, new set of coaches, even though she's an assistant coach, she's going to come out and do something different.
Yeah, and I agree. I sort of agree with you there. But I just think it's going to be a hard group. I really think it's going to be a very, very hard
Just put
group.
your name, put your mouth where your name is. Yes, South Africa, Australia. I'm going England, Australia.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you. I think they might just pick by the post because I think they had a fright. I think they had a fright from
Yeah,
South Africa at the beginning of the year, and I think they might have pulled their socks up a bit. So I think
yeah.
that's okay. What about the other side of the group? What about the New Zealands, the Jamaicas? Do we think New Zealand, Jamaica 1 and 2? What do we
If I
think?
said I don't know about New Zealand, they played really well against England and they won the series. But do you know what?
What do you
I'm
think? What do you
thinking.
reckon?
I'm not sure. I'm going to be really honest. We always have these top guns playing, um, but Uganda. What's happened with Uganda? Well, Tobago, they sent their strongest, well, so-called strongest shooter to CAC games. So Tobago's going to be on the bottom. Scotland playing really well at the moment. And so I think New Zealand and Jamaica, and then it's the battle of third place is Uganda and Scotland.
I think you may be right. I mean, I'm not sure, just like you, about how New Zealand have been playing. So
Yeah.
that is definitely one to watch. Um, the first game, I think, is New Zealand versus Scotland. I think that's the first game, if I remember rightly, in Pool B. There's two
Right,
pools,
so it's
Pool
New
A and Pool
Zealand.
B.
Yes, right. So on the Saturday, the 25th,
Yeah,
it's at 9 o'clock in the morning, between nine
yeah,
o'clock and 12:30. The
yeah.
two games you're going to see is New Zealand versus Scotland, and then Australia versus Tonga. Come on,
Correct.
Tonga!
Correct.
Sorry.
And then also at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, England are playing Northern Ireland,
Yeah, and then Wales versus Uganda.
Uganda. And do you know
Come
what? Do you know
on.
what? The local derby is at
Yes.
7 p.m. Jamaica versus Trinidad and
I don't
Tobago.
think it's a dub, but nah, don't bother. It's a wipe over. I wouldn't
It
even think
is.
that's a dub. Nah.
But
I think
what's
the one, I think that the game that to be watched, that I think it's right. So, what's your prediction for the first game, New Zealand versus Scotland? Who do you think? Put your name
obviously,
on it. I'm going
obviously,
to write it down.
okay, New Zealand. Are you
Right.
writing
So
this
you're
down?
saying is, listen. Hear the paper slipping.
Right.
It's not an iPad here, ladies and gents. It's just a
Okay.
pen because I'm going to be putting Pamela saying New Zealand.
Yeah. No,
I'm saying,
hang
you
on.
said
Yes, sorry. New Zealand. Yes, New Zealand. Okay.
right, Janet saying New Zealand as well.
Second game on Saturday, Australia. They're
Yes.
they're playing Tonga. Third game on Saturday, England. They're playing
Yeah.
Northern Ireland. Fourth game on Saturday at 4 o'clock. I'm going to say,
Uganda.
do you know, you took the words out of my mouth.
Did you not ask me no questions? You're just rolling it off on your
Stop stealing my words. Right. Fifth game, I think, on Saturday at 7 p.m. Jamaica. Jamaica versus Trinidad. Jamaica's got that one. Sixth game on Saturday, South Africa versus Malawi. South Africa's got that one. Now, this is a local derby. The Sunday, Wales versus Scotland. I'm going to go with Wales.
I'm going Scotland.
You're going Scotland.
I'm
Sunday the
writing
20.
you down, love.
Good.
Why are you saying Wales?
Why am I saying Wales? Because I've seen quite a good number of them perform in the Super League that I've been watching the whole season through. And we've got some good Welsh girls in there.
That's true.
Okay, so then we have, and this is a nail biter, Australia versus England. That's on a Sunday. I'm going Australia.
Do you know England beat Australia in the rounds in World Championships?
I know, but I think Australia's going to come for it. They'll want this. They'll want that Commonwealth gold. I'm not saying they don't want it either, but I'm saying Australia will come out on top of that game. Then we've got Malawi versus Northern Ireland. I say Malawi.
Yeah, I don't really know a lot about Northern Ireland. And then also the region. Yeah, I'll go for that. I'll go with Malawi. Come on, Malawi.
Right. So then you have, just trying to think who else we have.
Then you've got South Africa versus Tongan.
Is it South Africa versus Tongan?
Yeah.
Where's that? I'm not sure about that one, but anyway. Well, South Africa will beat Tongan. You got that written down?
Yeah, listen, I'm writing you up, mate. I'm writing you up. I
So
don't
you
want
know
to
what?
send it to you.
Those take us up to about the and here we go. We've on the 26th on the Sunday, we've got Uganda via Trinidad. Uganda will win that one. 9 p.m. at night, you've got New Zealand versus Jamaica. Jamaica will win that one.
I think that is where you see the big girls out, and I think New Zealand's going to tap them.
Do you reckon? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to stop there because we could go on forever and ever about these games. But we've gone for the first two games, 25th and 26th.
Yeah.
And we'll see whether our predictions are right. We'll start looking at it and having a better look at it. Right. So we're preparing for the Commonwealth Games. How do you think England's going to shape up, Janet?
I think they're going to do quite well. I think they had a really shock when South Africa came out firing. They were fast, they were quick, they were agile, and their shooting was on point. If they're smart, they would be turning those clips over and over again to look at how these shooters performed in the Super League and down in the New Zealand in the Suncorp games, and saying how can they mark them? What do they need to do to get on court and to be able to perform?
Okay. Well, you know we're missing our big player in Helen Housby. You know that, don't you? So it's going to be interesting because she's our big gun. And unfortunately for her, she's not injured
not well.
And she's not well.
See what people need to look at. It's not always the big guns that make you win. It's a team.
I know it's a team that makes you win, but she's part of that team and she gives us confidence. Whenever I see Helen Housby, I think, right, our shots are going to be going in. Right. Now, fortunately, we have got Eleanor Cardwell. So our shots will be going in, but it's going to be the court play. And Helen is a great taskmaster at the court and the shooting. She does both very, very well.
One of the things that you've got to be aware of is that it's not about, fair enough, you need to get the ball in the shooter's hand.
Yeah.
And if you notice in the beginning at Suncorp, she was not playing very well. It was the latter part that she started playing better. She wasn't playing well. So everybody sees faith in another person. Do you understand? But what about the faith in your home team? How do you get that ball down? And
Fair
remember,
enough.
and I think sometimes we overextend these people and put too much pressure on these young people. Well,
Okay.
old people, young people.
So can I just stop there? I want to ask the listeners if they can put in any information or any questions on Instagram beyond the kit bag, or in our email address, beyondthekitbag@gmail.com. Please, please, please put the questions in. Janet's waiting to answer you. Let's have some interesting questions. And I don't really think there's much more on that. I think we just got to wait. We've got lots of good players. I think we can continue this conversation next week because it'll still be around, or during the week, and then we can put it on our podcast. But we'd like to hear lots of views, what people think about combinations and players, and how they think we're going to do in our group is really interesting. So we're looking forward to hearing from you on Instagram, Beyond the Kit Bag, and beyondthekitbag@gmail.com. So we're going to finish here for now, and we look forward to reading your views. Please put them there. And Janet, I know you're in the sunshine. I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'm very jealous of you. But enjoy, and I know you'll be back to Glasgow to go and see those games. Maybe you can get interviews from some people. Who knows? Who knows?
Pamela, I'd like to just say to you one thing.
Got to be quick.
Is it warm in England?
It is
it warm in
actually.
England?
It is. We just don't have the beach. We just don't have the beach. Right. Janet, thank you so much. Go and enjoy yourself, and I will catch you next week. Bye for now, folks.
Bye.